Alright, good afternoon everybody. My name is Marcel Atwood and today I will be informing you about global warming and what it is and how it affects our planet. As most of you drive cars and are familiar with the toxins that it expels, wouldn't you like to know what the toxins are doing to our planet? Based on my strong belief of global warming and my recent research on the subject, I will be able to inform you on the causes and effects of global warming. I will present to you information about global warming, what it is and how it happens, the causes and effects of global warming, and also ways to decrease the amount of greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. For those of you who are not sure what global warming is primarily the problem of too much carbon dioxide, or CO2, in the atmosphere, which acts like a blanket that traps the heat, thus warming the planet. CO2 can survive for quite a while in our atmosphere, even up to centuries. CO2 is not only gas that is affecting global warming, there are many other gases such as methane gases. Yet CO2 is putting us at the greatest risk because it is released from so many different sources that we depend on. Although there are many greenhouse gases that are made naturally by the planet, humans amount for a lot more being emitted into the atmosphere. After reviewing a chart I found on the website climatehotmap.org, I saw that one of the larger causes of CO2 emission is the use of transportation or cars. About 13% to be exact. When a car burns gas to keep the engine running, it is expelling carbon dioxide or CO2 into the air. If you think about how many cars that there are in the world and how often they are used, you can only imagine the amount of CO2 they will be releasing into the atmosphere. Another major cause for global warming is the burning of fossil fuels at coal-fired power stations. By burning coal, they are expelling an abundant amount of CO2 into the atmosphere. Going back to the pie chart I earlier stated, it takes about 25% of the greenhouse gases. One major effect global warming has had on our planet is the increase in the planet's overall temperature. According to Al Gore's An Inconvenient Truth, over the last century, the overall global temperature has increased a staggering 1 degree Fahrenheit, which is a lot, if you think about it. And then during the years 1991 to 2000, it was the warmest decade since 1880, when the earliest temperatures were recorded. The movie also stated that 9 of the 10 years were the warmest recorded so far, which is pretty bad. This is solid evidence showing that the increase in the greenhouse gases is greatly affecting the atmosphere and the Earth's temperatures. Temperature is only one factor that global warming is changing. In the film An Inconvenient Truth, they also talk about how it is affecting the rainfall and snow patterns, causing severe droughts, which we can see right here in the home state of Arizona. There is also clear evidence that the glaciers are melting at a more rapid rate than usual due to the increase of heat. Now that I have gone over what the causes and effects are of global warming, I will now speak to you about what we can do to slow it down. Even though we rely on cars and the burning of fossil fuels, there are ways to decrease the overall emissions of greenhouse gases. One big way to decrease the amount of CO2 emitted is by getting rid of gas-fueled cars and switching over to all-electric or alternate-fueled vehicles. Although the technology for electric cars is still in its early stages, the amount of CO2 emitted, which is zero, will greatly help our atmosphere. Even carpooling with a friend or family member will have its effects on the amount of CO2 emitted. Another huge thing that could be changed for the better of our planet is an alternate way to fuel our power plants. If we can come up with an alternate way of mining coal, it could decrease the amount of greenhouse gases released by 7.4%, according to the website worldcoal.org. In conclusion, I have now informed you on what global warming is and how it is caused. I also have gone over ways to decrease the amount of greenhouse gases produced. Global warming affects the Earth in many different ways. If it is not addressed soon, it will cause much harm to the planet and its atmosphere. I hope that after listening to my speech, you will understand better about global warming and how important it is to not only us, but the future of the human race. Don't you want the future to experience the world as we have? Thank you.